What's up, legends? Welcome back to the channel. Today we're back on Black Ops 6 Zombies. In a couple of my recent videos, we did a crowd control test with Deadwire using a couple of augments. We did one previously with the Shadow Rift, revisiting it with the big game. Essentially what I want to do in this run is bring back Deadwire. We're going to use that as our weapon ammo mod. Then we're going to equip the proper augments for elemental pop alongside the other ammo mods to use them in tandem alongside Deadwire for crowd control. But also with specific ones, we're going to set them up for a big game to see if not only can we do well with our crowd control, but also take on the elites without having to focus on upgrading our weapon. So more than likely, we're going to do very little weapon upgrades throughout this run. But before we actually jump into it, I'm going to go into the augment section, show you guys what we're using, and explain to you why I'm using them. So we're going to go over to augments. The first one I want to show is elemental pop. This one is going to allow us to attack, can trigger random ammo mods, and that's going to be very important, right? Because we're going to be running Imperial Peach, which enemies that hit you have a chance to trigger a random ammo mod. We're only running that because essentially I don't want it to only use the ammo mod that I have equipped. And you could run Electric Cherry for this. It doesn't really matter all that much. For the other augment or minor augment, I am going to use Chill Berry, slightly reducing all the ammo mod cooldowns, which should be important to us if we're trying to actually take on the elites. The next step is the ammo mods themselves. For Deadwire, we're running Lightning Strike. This is important for our crowd control. And then we're also going to be running the high voltage. The Deadwire deals slightly more damage. You could, of course, even choose to extend it or use the haste if you want to reduce the amount of time for the cooldown. But I just feel like this is the setup that I enjoy the most. For Napalm Burst, this is going to be one of the ones we're focusing on for a big game. So this is going to be used through Elemental Pop. We're going to also use the extension for the increased burn duration. I don't know if it's going to benefit us a ton for the elites, but I feel like this is a pretty good thing to use. Then for the Cryo Freeze, also focusing on big game, we're going to be using that alongside liquid nitrogen to get it to increase your chance of the Cryo Freeze to activate. For Brain Rot, this is going to be one that we're going to be utilizing it for crowd control as well, because I just don't think actually turning some of the elites actually benefits you too much. So instead of using big game and having it charm them and use them to fight your rest of your enemies, we're just going to avoid charming them altogether because essentially, it's not going to eliminate them, so I don't want them to turn. So for that, we are running Plague. The charmed enemy has a chance to turn other enemies, and I'm going to be running Extension, giving the Brain Rot duration a little bit more time. Now for the Shadow Rift, again, another big game focus. Shadow Rift can activate on all elite enemies, and our minor augment, the Shadow Rift cooldown, has been reduced. I'm hoping with these cool reductions, alongside Elemental Pop having more reduction in cooldowns as well, we should be able to get these to activate at a consistent enough rate to not only, like I said, use Deadwire to take on the zombies, but use these other ammo mods to take on the elites. It's another one I'm not going to focus on big game because it says it can just drop us more healing glyphs, which is what I'm not interested in. We will be using Antibiotic. The healing glyph now damages enemies that touch it, but the lifetime is reduced. I don't know if that'll benefit us towards the elite, but I imagine it should do some damage to anything that hits it. So we'll go ahead and run that alongside the healing glyph's time is increased, so it has a longer lifespan. These are all the augments that I have set up, of course. If you guys want to make any modifications for yourselves, go ahead and do so. But this is what I would recommend jumping into a challenge run with, just because of the benefits of not only the crowd control, but the ability to take on the elites. We're going to go ahead and jump into a match now where I'm going to progress to probably around 26 in order to kind of showcase not only are we going to be able to do that crowd control with very limited weapon upgrades or maybe even none at all, we are going to be able to take on those elites. So it's a little bit of a combination test run, similar to the ones that we've been doing. However, this time we're just doing multiple things. Now we made it here into Citadel. This map is one of the easier ones to do just because we have such early access to Elemental Pop, and we do have, the Arsenal machine in the spawn. I'm probably going to spend a majority of the time in the spawn anyway, but the first step, of course, is going to be us trying to get that 500 salvage so that we can equip Deadwire on our weapon, and then hopefully within the same amount of time, we're going to earn enough essence to get some doors opened up, so that way I can maybe even grab Jug, as it'll definitely help me throughout this journey, as I would like to keep the Rampage Inducer on to save myself some time. But not only that, we will be able to get access to Elemental Pop as well, which is going to be crucial for the time when we get our first elites and any elites that we get going forward. Got that double points. Let's eliminate this guy. We're actually going to be looking good on points, but I'm going to go ahead and knock out these rounds, get ourselves access to Deadwire, get us access to Elemental Pop, and then we'll be back. Okay, we got Jug, we got Elemental Pop, and we got Deadwire locked in. So we have everything that we set out to get. Now it's time to see how much it can carry us through this run. Now the good news is that you can not only use big game on the few that we selected it on, it does still end up going off on the majority of the zombies, so it's not the only activation that's going to happen, meaning that it has multi-purpose, right? You can expect it to work on the elites, but alongside the dead wire going off, we're going to get the many other activations as well. Should be able to use this insta-kill for at least the beginning of the next round, just to kind of push us along. I mean, we're really just trying to get to the point where we start getting specials and elites. We still have a few rounds left to go. Okay, we get to actually start this round with an insta-kill. It's going to be nice. The one thing that is great about Deadwire is when you do have an insta-kill and you get it to activate, all of the zombies get electrocuted together. Got to keep them away from me. They're all super fast. One of the big negatives to running the Rampage Inducer. Oh, there we go. Got that activation. Wasn't quite as built up of a squad as we were hoping for it, but that's okay. We still have the insta-kill to kind of get us through. But we have like 2 more rounds probably till we get our first Doppelgast. And I'm going to try to see if it's possible to eliminate it without even shooting it. But I don't know what to expect here, to be honest. No dice on the round 11 special, but that's okay. Oh, we got double activation. Look at that. Back to back. We got the lightning strike plus the shadow rift. It's kind of what I was saying before. You get the opportunity for multiple to end up going off. Because we have the ammo mod on, and then we have the elemental popping the ammo mod activation separately. So I don't think that the ammo mod going off on your weapon has any indication of the cooldowns or what's going to activate through elemental pop, which is nice. All right, come on. Get that active. Ooh, a little lag spike. We don't like that. Our next lightning strike should actually be the thing that eliminates the majority of the zombies, if not all of them. The last few are going to be looking pretty weak, making the crowd control just super effective on our lightning strike, of course. And we have set ourselves up to where I have yet to upgrade, so our weapon's going to start doing less and less damage. I did just say I want to try to see if we can't take this guy out without necessarily shooting directly at it. I'm not sure that's going to be the case. It's also very tough with this Rampage Inducer on. Oh, there we go. Elemental pop locking in for us. It's definitely tough to keep our these zombies, but I like to build them up so that way we can actually get some activations and have them affect the majority of the squad, not just 2 zombies in the front. Just like that. We want that big... I guess I do kind of have to shoot at it, right? We want that big, effective crowd control. Or we can have it turn into an amalgam if it stays long enough. Kind of up to us. I don't know how that's hitting me. I am moving. Yep. Stay away, stay away. Need you to get away from me, bro. Okay, there we go. Lock that guy in. Keep on spraying. I feel like these zombies are so damn fast. I mean, reality is they're rampage zombies, but... Oh, I need ammo. There we go. Dead wire coming in again. Is this guy already transforming? Hopefully not. Oh, I didn't actually kill all my zombies. We need another activation. I'll shoot a little bit at dude. And nothing activating yet. Sometimes it's crazy how many bullets go by without getting an ammo mod to go off. I don't know if there's any consistent number that it goes by, but sometimes it does seem a little bit crazy. Oh, there's the healing glyph dropping. Not in a good spot for us, though. Or it's not a healing glyph. It's a max armor. Oh, the healing glyph was there. Yeah, there we go. Hit it. It damaged it a little bit. All right, the rest of these guys. There's the dead wire going off. That guy's just going to end up dying. It's too early for me to try to not shoot that guy. Oh, here we go. Back to back, though. The heck? That was crazy. It said, you want another one? We'll give it to you. I got to run away for a second, though, before we start actually wasting our bullets here. All right, everybody's kind of up. Now we need some activations. Let's go, let's go, let's go. I don't know how I get stuck on stuff sometimes when I'm jumping, but it does happen. Ammo mod locking it in. The other thing I love about Lightning Strike, and also why I use the increases the dead wire damage, is because it just takes a few activations for the zombies to get eliminated. Like, I haven't got a lot of these zombies, and I'm not going to get to shoot a lot of them, but they are all going to get eliminated at some point here. Come on. Come on. And that's the power of the ammo mods. Dude, some of you are moving at incredibly fast speeds. Get him, get him, get him, get him, get him. I'm stuck on this stupid flower pot that somebody put there, or planter, for no reason. That does not need to be there. Yep, stay away from me. There we go. The activation coming in clutch. Big time. Dropping the kill from behind. And we should be good, but we're not going to get another ammo mod activation to go off. Everybody's just going to get eliminated, unfortunately. It's going to take a little bit more for our weapons damage fall to be even more effective. 3 in a row? How are we doing that? Okay. Gonna have to start running away from these guys. I was going to use the insta-kill, but I don't even care. Activations went off. 2 activations went off at the exact same time. It's unfortunate. Some of these guys are so dang fast compared to the rest, because otherwise that would have been insane group damage. I mean, it's good overall. Rampage Inducer is also helping us in some ways because it's keeping more zombies closer together than it probably normally would, being that some of them are so fast. But there is definitely a handful of them that are unbelievably fast. Okay, we're running, we're running. We're definitely not relying solely on the damage of our weapon because we do not do a ton. It's still doing enough to get through some of these zombies, though. This is also a lot of fun. I'm eventually going to do a challenge run, probably on a stream in the future, where we just try to go as far as we humanly can using energy. We'll do like the energy mine turrets, the dead wire. We'll set ourselves up, but we're not going to upgrade the weapon at all, outside of our ammo mod and elemental pop. Look at that. Shadow Rift coming in. Hey, can you get away from me? I literally run into these planters so often. It's insane. It's just because they put them right in the middle of where you're going to train. They were a little bit further out, probably wouldn't hit them. If they were a little bit further in, probably wouldn't hit them. Very interesting. Okay, grab these. Come on, activate. Somebody. There we go. Dead wire hit him. Unfortunately, it was the dead wire, so we're going to have to finish this guy off. Our damage is going into the toilet for sure. Are you going to get an activation on you by itself? Probably not. You're dead. See ya. It's our favorite. It's the handy dandy bug round. Okay, now there we go. Dead wire activation, taking out pretty much every single one of our enemies that we had at the time. More spawning in now. Might need another activation to get through it. Gotta get these parasites out of here. The vermin I can run away from. These long distance suckers. Kind of annoying. Okay, get you out of here. We'll reload. Why not? There's still quite a few bugs. Luckily, damage isn't that important. Oh, we had another activation, but I didn't know what it was. And we didn't get another activation. Dude, I don't know why I'm getting hit by so many zombies. I just literally getting farmed. I had to pull my ether shroud out for a second here. My health is slowly going back up. Why do they do this? The despawn respawn system is so bad. I don't know why I'm so slow. I'm gonna have to run out here. I'm gonna have to do a loop or something. There's just too much happening. Okay, we got to a point where we can probably outrun them at least a little bit now. We also have our first amalgam. Things got so crazy there. I feel like 100% recently they sped up the fastest zombies. Not that people ever asked for something like that, but there's no other explanation for why I feel like the zombies are moving at insane rates that not moving at before. Like that. Look at that guy. That guy's picking up speed. Picking up speed. I'm trying to get hit, avoiding my plate situation here. And these zombies are going so fast, bro. So fast. Wouldn't be as bad if the despawn respawn system wasn't complete trash. Like, we're not even leaving this room. There's no reason why they should ever leave and then come back, right? All right, we got brain rot going off. We got the dead wire going off. It's locking us in a little bit here. I'm gonna have to go buy some plates with my salvage before the next round, though, for sure. Or we're gonna get smoked here. Oh, I got one. All right, maybe we get lucky. We get lucky. Okay, dead wire went off again for us. Stay away, run. I want to focus on our amalgam, but I haven't had a chance yet. Maybe do it now. Maybe I could focus on it now. Oh, of course I don't have ammo, so we got to get ammo. The timing, the way things line up in this game sometimes, unfortunate. It's like, oh, look, I had a chance. Oh, yeah, but now you don't have ammo. Okay, got to run. Lock it in, lock it in, lock it in. Keep hitting the amalgam. We're hoping for something to activate. If it doesn't activate, I mean, it's not going to help me out at all, is it? But I'm pretty sure we're going to get something. Cryo, Shadow Rift. One of our big game augments are definitely bound to go off here. Unless the game's just going to troll me. We're going to go hundreds of bullets through and not get one to go off. That would be very recording-like. Normally when I do videos, that's how things would go. We're doing a consistent dead wire damage. Dude's in the middle. Trying not to hit any other zombies just to avoid the activation going off on one of them. Come on. You can do it, big game. It's going to allow me to get rid of this guy altogether. At the pace we're going here. How many magazines I got to shoot to get one elemental pop? And let's see what happens. Maybe we find out a crazy discovery throughout this run that we did not know. Is it possible that the elemental pop just doesn't go off on the amalgam at all? Like, does big game work if you have it on elemental pop? Is that a thing? Because it's not feeling like it. I want to be proven wrong, but at this rate, we're going to kill the amalgam before an activation happens. Interesting. That is not something I knew. And if you guys already knew that, or something isn't right here, let me know down in the comment section below, because I feel like there should have been an activation going off here at some point already. So, interesting. Was not anticipating this was going to be a thing. I was trying to say, you know what, look what we have equipped. And then we got a Shadow Rift to go off, but it wasn't, it was on a zombie. So we're like hundreds of bullets deep with no ammo mod activation. You don't see that. I don't see that being possible. Then I hit a zombie again on accident, activated Deadwire immediately. So it's definitely not going off on this amalgam, which is kind of unfortunate, to be fair. It's actually kind of unfortunate. That means you almost have to put the big game augment on, right? In order to get it to go off on the weapon. So we'd have to have our main focus for big game would be on our weapon, and then everything else, I guess, at crowd control, which is kind of a discovery I was not anticipating we would make. I mean, that was my original plan back when the game first came out. I'm like, just big game, this, and everything else crowd control, but I never knew that this was going to be the issue that we would find. I mean, I'm going to give it a continued chance here just to see if it's just something weird. But I'm pretty sure our activations are only going off on the zombies, despite having the augments that we have on for the other ones. And it's not that the augments aren't working, because I'm pretty sure that they are. It's the fact that it's just not triggering a big game for us to actually go through and be able to take it down. So it's a good thing we tested this out today. We're finding out some unfortunate circumstances, because we definitely got another Deadwire activation there right before that guy got eliminated. But we had to do all of that the natural way. So, is that another one? No, that's the Doppelgast. Okay. I was going to say, the next amalgam, we're going to try it again. If it doesn't end up working, discovery made. Okay, what I think I'm actually going to do is I did pop my Ether Shroud here, but what I think I'm actually going to do is go ahead and save and quit. We're going to make some adjustments to our augments for the big game ammo mods that we have on. Make sure that we have the one that we want for big game. Go in. When we get back in, we'll swap our ammo mod to the one that unlocks the big game, and we'll use everything else as crowd control and see if that fixes our issue. Okay, so we're back. Couple of quick changes that we're going to make now that we figured out the big game working. We're going to go in here. We're going to swap this to Firebomb. That's going to help us out a little bit. I might swap this to... Let's do this. Let's do Incendiary, chance to spread to nearby enemies just in case it helps it spread a little bit further. Or we could do Initial Burn Effect deals more damage. Let's just do Contact Burn. Screw it. Then we're going to go to Cryo Freeze since we're not going to be using that one specifically. Let's do Ice Cloud. And then obviously Liquid Nitrogen so it can go off a little bit more often. Brain Rot we didn't have. And then Shadow Rift. Now we're going to come in here, keep the big game on this. Do the cooldown reduction. I think that's going to be the most beneficial for focusing on the actual elites. And now we're prepared to actually jump back into our match. I'm going to need to make my way over to the Arsenal, swap over to the Shadow Rift, and then everything should go into play as normal. Should be able to take on the elites with our Shadow Rift, and then everything else should be focused on crowd control. Okay, we kind of got lucky. We made it back into the match. We had an amalgam spawn off the rip, but now we should... Well, we still have Deadwire on. Hold on. Now I got to make it in here. I don't know if this is going to work. I'm just going to pop my Ether Shroud. We will just pop the Ether Shroud, because now I got to put on the Shadow Rift. Come on, let me do it. Shadow Rift is here. Let me run downstairs and grab myself some extra plates. Get out of my way, everybody. Why are they all in my way? 1, 2, 3. Gives me a couple. Go like that. Get out of here before we get caught up. Now we can rebuild our dude and also focus on our amalgam here. I did shut off the Rampage Inducer. Maybe I didn't. I think it's bugged because I saved and came back out. Oh, well, that actually helped. It didn't go off on the guy we needed it to go off, but that's okay. It was still useful. Now we can build up our crowd controls again. What a discovery we made. I don't know if this was something that people already knew or if I'm just tripping. Why is this zombie glued to me? No, I don't think the Rampage Inducer got shut off, even though I know for a fact I shut it off. Deactivate. What the hell is wrong with this game? That is a horrible bug. All right, now we're good. Now we're good. I thought I was going to get smoked here because that was not looking good. Now we should be able to focus on crowd control until we can get up close and personal with our guy. There's our Shadow Rift locking in. We didn't make any changes to any of our other stuff that was already working for us. Should be able to lock it in on these guys. What in the hell? Such a widespread group of zombies sometimes. Here we go, Brain Rot locking in for us. And now we can focus on our zombies again. Shadow Rift coming in clutch. Get out of my way. I don't know why you guys get so far spread out. Doesn't make a lot of sense to me. You guys are all moving at the pace I feel like you're moving at. All right, now we can probably Focus a little bit on the amalgam. Will we get the chance to make it activate? Hook me up, bro. I mean, this goes back to what I said way long time ago, months ago, towards closer to when release was, right? When I started doing this type of stuff. I said, you're more than likely going to want to run the ammo mod with big game on your weapon, and then crowd control for everything else. But at that time, I didn't actually know that big game wasn't really good with elemental pop. But I could not get it to activate, so I don't know what the other issue could be. Okay, our amalgam's trying to get close. Too bad our Shadow Rift went off recently. There we go. We got it to go up into the air. It did 23,000 damage. Almost half of its health. Get our guys to go off here. We're running for our lives. Keeping our weapon underpowered. And obviously, I'm like doing an extreme case test here. Like, you're not going to not upgrade your weapon, more than likely. So it's just showing the evidence that this is as good as it is. Or this setup is as good as it is. We should get another Shadow Rift to rip on this guy any moment. There it is. Boom! He's so close to being gone. He's like a freaking sixth of its health bar left. Firebomb going off. Has a chance to spread to our other guys. There it is. Exploding. Taking out some of our other zombies. Obviously, we're not very strong, weapon-wise. Our weapon is not upgraded. All right, focus up on our amalgam again. Maybe we'll get that lucky activation we were looking for. Look at all those Shadow Rift symbols popping up. I feel like it's more likely that we get it to activate than it is that we actually just eliminate it naturally, right? Get him. He's over there. He's far. Should be able to keep him close. Where are you at? Here we go. Oh, it went off on the zombie right in front of it. That's a troll and a half. We're good, though. We can make it work. And I think another ammo mod went off, but I didn't see what it was. There's no way we can eliminate this guy first, right? Run away. Just got to keep to the front. Keep him to the front. Got a little bit of health back, but not enough. I mean, it's crazy that I could actually potentially still get it to activate twice and eliminate it. It just takes forever without an upgrade. And obviously, if we were upgraded, it would have been dead by now. Probably would have died in 2. Oh, there we go. It activated at the last second. That's hilarious. What a perfect example. All right, now can we get an activation to go off on our zombies? Something went off. I saw it, but I don't know what it was. Is it a brain rot or something? Nope, not a brain rot. Okay, we're chilling, we're chilling. The only thing is you have no control. Imagine if it went off in, like, different orders, right? Like, if you had a brain rot go off, a brain rot couldn't go off again until all the other ammo mods were triggered. Like, it had to go through a cycle. There we go. We got Shadow Rift, kind of nice. Should be able to finish off these. We do have the brain rotter going around. Come on, dude. Lock it in for us. And we should be good. That should be the round. And I do want to mention, just in case, it's more of we just didn't get the right luck to happen in order for it to activate on the Elite. Just in case that's the case, I'm still going to tell you it's absolutely not a good idea to run big game for any of the supporting elemental pop ammo mods, because why would you use something that's not going to activate when you can use something that's actually going to keep going off, right? So even if it was to go off as limited as we were seeing, which was almost not at all, that is not something you're going to want to run when you're trying to take the most advantage of your elemental pop, right? Oh, didn't want a dolphin dive there or whatever. But we did anyway. Looks like we only got zombies this round, which is kind of nice. The perfect amount. We're not strong, so we don't know how Rampage and Deuce are going, but it's good. Slows down our zombies a little bit. They're already fast. We do next to no damage whatsoever, but we don't need to. We just need ammo mod activations. Really what it's all about. Okay. Graviton once again. Getting these guys locked in. Give us another dead wire. Or even do like a cryo freeze explosion. That'd be dope. Okay, we got another dead wire to go off. Honestly, I think I'm just going to stick around for one more amalgam just to see how the round goes. I mean, the idea is not upgrading the weapon. I haven't struggled too much except for using the Rampage Inducer, which makes sense. We can't even kill them quick enough. But the way we are set up, I mean, realistically, it should be way more difficult to survive without an upgrade on your weapon than this makes it. We also discovered that you should not make the mistake of a big game on anything other than the ammo mod in which you choose to intentionally on your weapon, or you are just wasting augments, which is kind of a bit unfortunate. Glad we discovered it, though. Maybe someone else already went out there and figured that out at some point, and I just didn't catch on because I don't focus on other people's content. but we came to a new discovery today. You learn something new every day, even in the world of zombies. Look at that dead wire coming in clutch. Obviously, it's working as intended. We've had fire bombs. I don't think I've seen too many cryo-freeze situations like that. Let's get ourselves through this round. If our activation goes off, it's probably going to destroy everybody. That's okay. Shatter Rift going in. Yeah, our weapon is absolutely in shambles here. One more amalgam and then we're good. I mean, we came here to set out to test something specific, and we're not going to go... Oh, I was going to say, wait, I think it's transforming. There's no sense in going much further. I mean, I was originally just saying, you know what? Let's put the big game on all these, anticipating that they would actually go off. And in that case, probably a really good idea for long-term survivability without any upgrades. But this is probably going to be the way that you're going to have to go because the big games just didn't function. Look at that. Dead wire activation went off right after a Shadow Rift. It's such a beautiful sight. I love this setup. I absolutely love this setup. I mean, who doesn't? If you guys are looking to try to survive as long as possible, you guys should be pretty much setting yourself up with your augments for elemental pop and your ammo mod in very similar fashion to how I have it set up for this run or for this video in general. Okay, we should be here. Again, if this is something you guys would like to see me do as a challenge run on a stream, let me know down in the comment section below. If you guys don't follow me over at twitch.tv/ErrlShatter, make sure you do so just in case I start firing those up soon at some sort of consistent schedule. You guys won't miss out on the content. Look at that. More activations. We're going to try to get through this round. Thought I was going to get another amalgam, but it's just not in the cards. Not that it matters that much. I just have to hip fire at the zombies and stay away. That's the part. Eventually, it gets more and more ridiculous with the amount of specials and elites, but I almost feel confident that we should be able to get them out of here, even if we had 3 amalgams. Shot them long enough. It's almost for sure that they shouldn't survive. We got lucky. We didn't have to go that far. I mean, we only have a few zombies left, but let's see if we can get this. See if we can get this guy out of here. Oh, activation 1. Already got it down almost half health. I don't know if we're going to have what it takes to get rid of the rest. But I mean, we've made it here to 21. Still haven't upgraded our weapons, so the crowd control aspect is still coming in clutch, despite having had dead wire for a majority of it. It's still working in overtime, right? We've been able to make the amount of rounds that we've had since we came back into the match since saving and leaving. Activation goes off again. Absolute perfection. I mean, I don't know if there's any augments that I would even change in this setup. This is probably the way to go going forward. And even with the little amount we're doing, we might even get one more activation to go off. Oh my gosh. Gotta stay away. Come on, you can do it. Last second activation. Run. And, oh, there it is at the last moment once again. Doing 34k to finish it off. We get through the of our zombies. Look how little we do. It's like a mag for a zombie. That's crazy. I mean, we came in to something specifically, see how long we could actually make it happen with, and we ended up finding out that something didn't work as we thought it would, and we figured out a whole new setup. So hopefully you guys learned something new throughout this video. Hopefully you guys enjoy the way I'm testing things. I'll continue to do these going forward with different setups, different augment combinations, whatever you guys would like to see, testing out different weapons, and obviously as new content is added to the game, we'll include that as well. So any new augments or perks or ammo mods or whatever gets added in the future, we'll be testing them out. So if you guys enjoy this, hit the subscribe button. Otherwise, thank you guys for all the support in today's video, all the support in the channel, and I look forward to seeing y'all in the next one. Peace!